How did you creatively tell your story?
Well, our story was created because we had two talking animals, a talking dog and a talking goat. We had a strong Scottish man and our detective. We had a dog trainer, and we had a flashback at the beginning of our story.
In addition to this, we also had genetically modified potatoes, which allowed the animals to talk.
Yes.
All right. How did you effectively portray the detective?
Well, we had much research on the detective. We included facts throughout the story. He had a strong Scottish accent throughout the story. He had a 7-inch beard, which he used to pull out chemicals for forensic chemistry.
And how did you effectively portray the detective, the sidekick?
Well, for the sidekick, we chose the dog trainer, and he was effectively portrayed by having his dog Fido around him at all times and constantly throwing him treats and teaching him tricks.
Yeah, it was easy. It was much easier for us to include the third member, aka me.
And then how did he work with the detective to solve the mystery?
Well, it all started when we bumped into each other, and then we got the flashback to see how it worked and how the problem occurred. Then we worked together. We went back to his field. He figured out about the potatoes. I used the forensic chemistry and figured out that it was an animal. He figured out that it was a goat. He figured out the tracks to find the goat, and then he used his dog Fido to track down the goat.
Yeah, so the dog Fido, which was the dog trainers, caught the perpetrator of the mystery.
How did you creatively include the red herring in your story?
So the red herring that we decided to go with was the flour smelled like a cookie. So we used this by using the dog's sense of smell and misleading them from the potatoes.
Yes, because that's what the definition of a red herring is. It's something that distracts you along the path.
Yeah, and we portrayed this creatively by picking up a flower and passing it from window to window.
Yes, and then we also, to reiterate, we also used the dog's smell to incorporate it into the skit.
Then how did you integrate the true clue into your story?
So the true clue we decided to use was the rock was upside down. And this fit into the sort of nature setting of our story.
Yes, it fit well with the story. Okay, Quentin, get out of here.
Okay, see ya.
Okay, Bryce, we're bringing in our fourth team member, our videographer and editor. So, Bryce, how did you do all the videographing and editing of this?
Well, for this skit, we recorded each person separately in their own rooms and made sure to have a signal to sync up each of the videos at the beginning, and then recorded them all the way through. And then at the end, I just put them into software, edited them all together, processed it all out, and then now we have what we have.
That's awesome.